In this video, I'm going to give you the truth about the best types of products that will continue to sell well in 2026. The fact is, most creators are building the wrong types of products. What I want to do is I want to reveal everything that you can implement today and see a much more successful 2026 based on my experience, what's working for me, and is what's worked for clients of mine. I have literally tested and sold everything. I've tested workbooks, I've sold workshops, I've sold ebooks, I've done the whole thing. Some of these have made me $100 while others have made me over $10,000. So I'm in a pretty good position to tell you exactly what's working and why it should work. And quite frankly, the difference between the ones that only sold $100 and the ones that sold $10,000, it wasn't luck. It was all psychology and structure. And I'm going to give you both of those things today. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 best digital products that are almost guaranteed to work. And you don't need a massive audience. You don't need complicated tech. You just need to know what works, why it works, and how to get started today. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Alston Godbold, and I teach people how to make money online. I've been making money online for over 10 years now, so I know exactly what to do, how to do it, and today I'm going to help you get started. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into number 1. And number 1 is a 1-hour mini course. Back in the day, you could create a 7-8 hour mini course and people would buy it. It's no longer the case because mini courses are big. 7-8 hour courses are too big, they're bloated, and they often don't help people achieve a result quick enough. What you have to remember is obviously we're pressed for time. People want an immediate solution to the problems that they're going through, and they don't have hours to sift through and watch videos. And that's where the 1-hour mini course comes in. You simply identify a problem that your target audience is going through, and you create specific actionable steps that they can implement, and it's just 1 hour in length. Now, this is a win-win for both you, the creator, and also the person that purchased the course. It's a win for you because you don't have to spend so much time creating a course and then marketing it. You take 1 hour, 2 hours if you're going to do some editing. You identify a problem, a specific problem that someone's having. You lay out a step-by-step roadmap. It can be 5 steps, it can be 8 steps, helping them achieve the result that they're looking for. They get the answer, the solution, they can implement it quickly, and then they can come back to you when they have more problems because they trust you. Like I said, it's great for busy creators. You can do this in a weekend. Hell, you could do this on a lunch break. You could go sit in your car if you wanted to. You could give the information on a walk. You could do a PowerPoint presentation. It's also great for the consumer because it's reasonably priced. You could price your mini course anywhere, between $7 and $49, and it's an impulse buy. People don't have to consult with their significant others. They don't have to scrape money together for this. They see that you have created something that will help them achieve an immediate result. They can get that result in a lunch break. Oftentimes, what usually happens, and I've sold a bunch of big courses before, is people will start taking them. They get distracted. They forget where they left off. They may come back to it 2 or 3 weeks later, and then they've got to come back and start over. But with this 1-hour course, a lot of people have an hour to dedicate or 2 30-minute time blocks. One thing that I think that you should do too is offer some sort of workbook based on this mini course. So make sure that they are filling something in as they're going through this course, and they'll get even more actionable value. What you could do is you could actually upload your transcript into ChatGPT or some AI software and say, turn this into a workbook where people need to fill in the blanks, and it will add additional value, which is really cool. So if you are looking for a course, if you want to create a course, offer a mini course. And what you could even do is you could do a bunch of mini courses on multiple problems that your target audience has, and then bundle them up and sell them together for $4.99. So the people that get value from one mini course see that you have 6 or 7 other ones, and you can do these one weekend or 2 in a weekend, and you can start making money. So number 1, I really like, and I think you should implement, is a mini course. Number 2 are editable templates and workbooks. These are some of the best out there, okay? Again, we want to think about our target audience. They want immediate results, and that's where editable templates can work, and they work beautifully. These are reasonably priced. Again, we're going to charge less than $17 for these. My personal favorite, I like doing workbooks. I have a 2-day affiliate marketing workbook that that shows people how to get started with affiliate marketing and work toward their first $1,000. The reason why I really like workbooks is because there's ownership in it. Unlike ebooks have their place, but unlike ebooks, people just kind of read the ebooks and then they move on to the next thing. But when you get a workbook and you let them know it's an actual workbook, you have to, the consumer has to actually put down information. They have to work in the workbook and they get a result. They feel like they've accomplished something. And again, they're going to come back to you later on and ask for more help. So if you're thinking about doing an ebook, just do a workbook instead. I think it's more valuable. And the same thing with editable templates. You can create Notion planners. You can create Notion spreadsheets. All of these work beautifully because, again, there's ownership involved. And that's the key thing. When they're physically entering in the numbers into a budget calculator, or when they're ticking a box, let's say they're doing a water intake tracker, they're ticking it, it gives them a little bit of accountability. So I really think that editable templates will be even more powerful and in demand going into 2026, and they don't take that long to create. In fact, you could go over to Canva after this video, go over to Canva and you can type in whatever your niche is. You could say like workout template or workout planner, and there's a bunch of frameworks or a bunch of templates that you could use. You can't just sell Canva templates. You've got to edit them. You've got to make them your own, and you should want to make them your own, personalize them a little bit, make them for your target audience. So instead of just making a fitness planner, make a 30-day jump roping planner for men in their 40s that work full time. That offers specificity, and people will find that more valuable. It'll feel like you actually spent time thinking about their wants and needs and their desires and their problems. And so people will find more value in it. But definitely, I love editable templates and workbooks because they can just download them and implement them right away. Number 3, we have automation systems. Now, again, we've got to remember that people will buy things from you when you save them time, save them money, or help them avoid frustration. And that's when the automation systems can come in. One thing that's really powerful that I'm seeing both through myself and on Facebook are people are creating like go high level sales funnel templates. You can sell Instagram stories templates. You can sell wedding planner or save the date templates. But when you offer automation systems, you are helping people that know that they've got a problem. Let's say they need a sales funnel, but they don't have the time or the energy or the want to be a tech guru or spend the time trying to do all of it together. But you can create a done-for-you system, and it just doesn't have to be like landing pages. You can do templates for workflow. So like AI automation templates, workflows, you can actually do those as well. You can also sell, depending on your email marketing software, you can actually package up and sell different templates for like sales funnels or workflows or email marketing. Again, it will save your target audience time. It'll help them potentially make more money and avoid frustration because a lot of people out there claim not to be tech experts. And if you can just eliminate a headache or a hurdle, you can have a buyer. Now, pro tip, what you can do here is you can actually hire somebody to do this work for you if you don't personally have the time to create, for example, a go high level snapshot for like Gbolt Systems or ClickFunnels or any sales funnel builder out there. You can hire somebody over on like Fiverr to do it, and then you just package it up and sell it. But again, done for you is huge. It's big. And it's, as we have less and less time and as more people shift to trying to find their own ways to make money online and start online businesses, if you can eliminate a hurdle, people are going to buy from you. Again, perfect for non-coders, as I have here in my notes. One thing that you can expect to make, and the amount of money that you can make is going to vary, I think, based on your niche and based on your marketing, but you could make $1,000 per month with this. And it really all comes down to how you price it and how many you package. So you could package up like 10 10 templates, 10 automations, 10 N8N workflow automations and sell it for $27. And if you just did the math on that, and then you have the right targeting dialed in, so you target like creators. So let me give you a perfect example. You could create N8N workflows where you are helping content creators spread their message further. Because one of the challenges that content creators face is that they've got to upload to YouTube, then they've got to upload to TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Blue Sky and Reddit and all of these other places. However, what if you created an N8N workflow for content creators where they upload in one place and then it automatically repurposes to all of these other places without them having to do any work? And then you could also sell on top of that, you could sell one-on-one implementation and make even more money. So that is number 3. Number 4 are paid communities. Now, these are always going to be in demand. Okay, one drawback about courses is courses kind of grow stale after a while. Things change, methods change, but if you offer a paid membership community, and you can do this through School, you can do it through Gbolt Systems, you can do this through Circle, there's a bunch of places out there, you are offering current and up-to-date information. And what's really important when it comes to offering and creating communities is getting people to talk to each other. If you can get people to talk to each other, you can make reoccurring income. And one of my first communities that I created was just $7 per month. It was called, I forgot what it was called, affiliate marketing. I don't know. It was a very specific thing where I helped people get started with affiliate marketing. It was an online community and I did live Q&A calls every other week. It was a paid Facebook group actually, which was kind of fun. And then I offered different planners and workbooks and cheat sheets, and I kind of rotated. I also threw in workshops and I got rid of some old stuff as time went on. But what's really cool about it is that you can make reoccurring income. One of the drawbacks when you're creating digital products is that you have to start off at zero every single month, and then you got to try and figure out how you're going to make your monthly goal. But if you have a membership where people are paying you every single month, you don't have to start off from zero. And as long as you keep bringing in new people, your money will continue to increase over time. And you can create a community for just about anything. In fact, I'll put a link to School down below, and you just type in your niche. You can type in Madden, which is a video game, and there are people making a couple $1,000s per month just talking about video games. So if you're a basket weaver, if you're a candlestick maker, if you're a baker, you could start a paid community and potentially make money. The hardest part though with your community is getting people to talk to each other. If you can get people to feel like they're a part of the community, they'll stick around. But if there's no feeling of connectivity or feeling of ownership, then they're going to leave. They're going to say, what am I spending my money on? Okay. After paid communities, we have resource packs. Now, these are really, really powerful. Again, think about it. People will buy things from you when you save them time, save them money, or help them avoid frustration. And with these resource packs, you are going to offer toolkits. You're going to offer like downloadables. You can offer, for example, swipe files. A few things that I offer and have offered in the past are like done for you email templates. So someone that's not great at email marketing, but knows that they need email marketing, will say, hey, Alston has put together these email swipe files. I'm going to buy them and then I can implement them. It saves time. It helps someone move quicker and it helps people model. So for example, part of Gbolt Systems, I offer sales page templates. I offer email swipe files. I offer a whole package of goodies so that people can just get it and implement and move on to the next thing. What's really cool about these toolkits is you can download it, implement, and go, right? There's no overthinking. You don't have to contemplate. You don't have to like change and make edits. Again, ready to use. That's the key here. Ready to use, ready to implement, actionable. So again, I've done headline templates. I've done like social media. I've done subject line templates. So someone that wants to send out an email, they don't know what to send. You give them a pack they can pick through, move on to the next thing. What's really cool about this is that you can make significant money with these quick fixes, right? Think about your niche. Think about, I like to bring up weddings because everyone knows about weddings. What are some types of What are some of the types of different toolkits or swipe files that you could implement? One simple one are vows, wedding vows, right? What if you put together a wedding vow template because the bride or the groom, they don't want to sit there having to think about it, right? After that, we've got guided challenges and boot camps. These are really powerful because they kind of combine 2 or 3 different things together. If you do a challenge, you're bringing a bunch of people together in a community. I actually just went through a challenge myself. You bring a bunch of people together in the challenge. You help them work toward a common goal. You give them homework assignments, things to execute, and there's a little bit of accountability in there. In my experience, people are more successful online when there's somebody kind of like standing over their shoulder, pushing them to move forward. And when you can do these boot camps and challenges, it helps with that. Usually with boot camps and challenges, they're going to be 2 or 3 days, and then on the back end, you can sell more stuff. But the great thing with guided challenges is you are helping them work toward a result. If you are, let's say you are in the wedding niche, no, let's say you're in the fitness niche, you are helping them move toward a result. And the result that you're helping them move toward is maybe walking 20,000 steps by the end of the 3 days. And so you're moving everybody, literally moving everybody to this one result, and people will get excited. There'll be encouragement, there'll be motivation, and they'll look to you as the leader. You'll also give them some homework assignments. It's kind of like a course, but it's a little bit more in depth. And then number 7, I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. We've got digital planners and trackers. Again, actionable. People can get quick results. They will feel like they got value out of that thing that you've created. And I really like digital planners because they're low maintenance. They're really low effort. You can put them together in a weekend. You can use templates that you find over on Canva or other websites. You can create them with Notion if you wanted to. But people get these planners or trackers. They'll download them. A water intake tracker, for example, is something that actually sells. Help people. First, you got to let them understand what the problem is. They're not drinking enough water. Maybe that's why they have headaches. Maybe that's why they can't lose any weight. And then you show them that this tracker will help you lose weight because it'll help you realize that you're not drinking enough water. Or, digital planner, for example, if you're in the wedding niche and you're helping people get married, you give them a guide, a roadmap on everything that they need to include when they're getting married, because getting married is a huge event. There's so many different smaller steps and moving parts that if you've never done it before, or if you're trying to do it on your own, you might omit a step, you might forget a step, or you might not do the step correctly, and it could have a huge impact on your wedding day. And so if you put together a wedding planner or a social media planner or a jump rope planner, a weight loss planner, you can help people achieve the result that they're looking for, and it's actionable. Okay, we want to think, how can I make something that's actionable that will help people get an immediate result and will help people feel like they are working toward their goal. Okay, so right now I want you to comment down below, which of these have you tried selling? Any of these? Which of them have you had the most success with? Which one are you planning on implementing? And of course, I want you to comment 19-minute club, because the people that are most successful are 2 people. 1, they watch the entire video to get all of the information. And number 2, they take action. Okay, so you watch the video, make sure that you take action. Pick one of these. Do not have to do them all. Pick one and then take action and implement. One of the challenges that people actually run into is they try and think about the big picture. Okay, instead of thinking about the big picture, I want you to think about the first step. What's the first thing that I need to accomplish in order to achieve my result? Okay, don't worry about the big picture. Don't worry about marketing and selling and all that stuff. Worry about the first step. Okay, and don't try and be perfect. I was on a call yesterday, and the person that I was speaking to, she was frustrated with herself because she wanted to have everything figured out. She wanted to have the gumroad figured out. She wanted to have everything figured out. You want what's called a minimum viable product. You want to have that thing into the world and let the world decide if it's good or bad or not. The perfect analogy that I like to include is the iPhone. Where's my iPhone? Here's my iPhone. This iPhone, whoops, I just turned off my lights here. We're going to keep going. My iPhone out of the box is not a perfect finished product. I can't get the lights back on, but I'm going to keep going. It's not a perfect finished product. However, what they do is after they ship it, this is the one time it won't work. After they ship the iPhone, as soon as you open it, you have to update your iPhone. And every so often, you continuously update your iPhone. That's what you need to do too. You need to be like the iPhone. You need to, why won't this work? You need to be updating your digital product every so often based on customer or consumer feedback. Don't try and create and ship the perfect product from the start. Upload version 1. I'm not going to be able to get my lights back on, but that's fine. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Alexi, what's wrong? Alexi, what's wrong? Huh? What's up?
So outside, there's this plant growing. It's like a flower plant, and I don't want it to die. So I tried to take it back inside, and it was like rooted into the flower thing.
So,
Can we get a bigger pot?
was that worth you interrupting my video? Why won't these lights? I got. Is it a actual plant or is it a weed? Why were you trying to take it out without having a place to put it? Alexi. Why were you trying to take it out without having a place to put it? Where were you going to put it?
In where mommy's plant is. Not like take the where does that? Like put it next because that's where the light is.
Can you turn on that light over there, please? Guys, get something to eat.